Well, howdy friends and neighbors. Back for another non-traditional farm video. This is kind of an extension of the snapper series, although I'm going to do it in one take here. It won't be multiple things. And if you didn't like the snapper series, just don't watch this. It's fine. For those of you who liked it, I think it'll be interesting. So why am I showing you this, the back 40 here? In what was the old lake bed. Well, I've been trying to keep this cut down so it doesn't look like this. And what is that? Those are phalanges. I think that's how you pronounce them. I could be wrong. It's an invasive grass that it just takes over everything. And it's growing out here and I don't want it. And it's a bear. You could spray it for 3 years with Roundup and probably not get it all. It's very difficult. And the other reason was this was going to become the pawpaw patch, and that didn't work out if you saw some of the other videos. So what to do, how to keep this down to some manageable level? Well, my neighbor, Tom, has a walk-behind string trimmer, which is very nice, and I can use it whenever I want, and it's great. It works good, but the thing is a tank. It must weigh 70, 80 pounds, I don't know, and going up and down these ruts and the hills and everything, the divots, you are just beat up by the time that is done. So I was looking for something else to do this, and I'm going to show you here right now. This is a Southland 4317, 43cc engine, 17-inch trimming path. And it is a 2-stroke engine. And this thing, you can actually, so light, you can pick it up with one hand. Very maneuverable, just what I was looking for. Problem, they don't make them anymore. They don't even hardly make the parts anymore. So when I saw one on Marketplace for $50 and it was missing the starter recoil, I said I could find this aftermarket for 25 bucks, and I said I'll give you $25 because it's going to cost me $25 for this part. And I didn't even know if the engine would run at this point because he couldn't start it. And he said okay. So ordered this, took a week. There's a metal gasket space or whatever you want to call it behind here. That took another week. Got that. Would not start. So why? Well, took the carburetor off. The big gaskets in there were all dried out. So I got a brand new Chinesium carburetor. This is the old one that was off of here for, I don't know, $15 or so. I'll show you all the totals in a minute. Put that on, would not start. So I said, okay, there's something seriously wrong. Put a compression tester here, could only get about 75 PSI. That will not start a 2-stroke engine. So I said, why is that? So I said, well, in for a penny, in for a pound. I bought this thing, let's see what's wrong with it. And I took the engine apart. I'll show you the parts here. And here is the cylinder, and they're pretty easy to get apart. Let's see, get out of the glare. Can't see it real well. This is not perfect, but this is not the problem. This was okay, but this is a problem. This is the piston, and it is dusted. This is all scored up, and the piston ring, let me see if I can get a clear picture, is actually seized. There's a big scratch here, and it welded the ring right to the ringland, and so there's no compression. There's certainly not enough, and there's all kinds of score marks on this, so there's no way this engine was going to run. So for a grand total of $15, I got a new piston, wrist pin, bearings, circlips, gaskets, and a new cylinder. 25 bucks. Put it on, started right up. which I'll show you here in a minute. So what am I into this thing for? Purchase price, rewind, the spacer, carb, a couple of assorted screws that were missing, $10 for the line. I didn't have any line that would fit, and cylinder. So $105 into this thing, and I think it's going to work great. Now, it's not perfect because there's a bowl that's on the bottom of this that keeps it, that spinning head, from hitting the ground, which is probably desirable. I haven't come up with a great solution for that yet, but I will, because you can't get that part anymore. It's unobtainium. So anyway, let's hear this thing run. Purring like a kitten. Runs great, but now you can see this thing will sit on the ground, which is not ideal. So I got to come up with something for that, but I will. Anyway, another one saved from the junkyard, and the future pawpaw patch can be kept clear. Okay, so here's what I came up with as a first attempt at replicating the ball that's supposed to, or the bowl that's supposed to go over here. This is a pipe fitting, plumbing pipe fitting, that I made a little bit shorter, drilled and tapped it, 3 little screws. This is a plug that I've kind of ground back so it's a little bit, it's got a little bit of conical shape. And this will thread in here. Should, anyway, yeah, there it goes. Oh, come on. I'll tighten that up, give it a try. Now, will it work? Yeah, probably for a while. Will it last? Absolutely unknown. But this is $2.20 Home Depot special, so we'll see. Okay, last thing on this string trimmer. So this is the head that the string's attached to. There's 2 holders that fit here for the 0.95 and 105 string that just will not automatically, but without any tools, you can put them in and it'll hold it. And these over here are for a 0.155 string, which I may need to get some of those tough weeds. So this one was broken off. So I fabbed up a piece pretty close, and now I'm going to use my new toy. This is a stick welder. Now, do I know how to weld? No. But basically, it's like a drill. You hold the trigger and hope for the best. The biggest problem is that you've got to get, with a stick weld, you've got to get a gap, but a very small gap, or otherwise it'll fuse to it. And I'm not nearly good enough a welder or a photographer to try to shoot this. So I'll show you the results when I'm done. Okay. Here it is, kind of cleaned up, and hopefully it's functional. It sure is going to be ugly. I'll show you when it's painted and back on. Okay, let's try this thing out for real. So you can see there's the string head with the strings in there. Looking okay, good enough for who it's for. And I got it all primed up, ready to go. Watch it not start now. Happy so far. Let's whack some weeds.